Man just wanted to loosen the soil in his yard, but he unexpectedly discovered a coffin buried underground. The man instantly felt unlucky, because this was the house he had just bought. Just as he was about to lift the lid to take a look, Jack was shocked. Not only was there a corpse in the coffin, but there was also a large amount of cash. Jack couldn't believe his eyes. He forced himself to lift the lid, took out a stack of bills, and put them in his pocket, to avoid being discovered. He covered it with soil. He then began testing, to confirm they were indeed US dollars. Jack was overjoyed. He couldn't sleep all night. The next day, Jack couldn't resist any longer, and began digging up all the bills. After counting, there were over 3 million US dollars. Jack was overjoyed that he had become a millionaire. To avoid police investigation, he didn't deposit the money in the bank. Instead, he hid it in the storage room, and took some out for living expenses. But spending money from a dead person wasn't easy, and nightmares began to haunt him. At night, Jack was awakened by strange noises. Jack grabbed a baseball bat, thinking that the money had been discovered, and had attracted thieves. But when he went downstairs, there was no one in sight. Jack thought he had heard things. However, at that moment, there was another noise outside. When Jack went out to investigate, a cat's meow echoed around him, startling him so much he dropped his teacup on the ground. He went to the storage room, confirmed the money was safe, and was about to turn off the light and go to sleep. Jack was startled. He went to the backyard and opened the coffin. The body was still inside. The next morning, when Jack woke up, he found himself covered in dirt. Jack was puzzled. When had he returned to his room? Jack checked the money every day when he returned home. He was about to turn off the light and go to sleep. He was startled by the clothes on the wall. He began to suspect that ever since he had taken the money for himself, he hadn't slept soundly. It was all because of the money. So he took all the money, dug up the grave in the middle of the night, returned all the money to the body, and sealed the coffin with steel nails. But just one day later, Jack began to lose focus again, even not wanting to go to work. He kept thinking about the large sum of money, so he immediately took a day off and went home, pried open the nails, endured the pungent stench, and tried to find clues on the corpse. Sure enough, he found a wallet and keys. He deduced that the corpse was the former owner of the house. Jack never expected to have bought a haunted house. As soon as he turned off the lights, fortunately, it was just a nightmare. To clarify whether the person was human or ghost, he opened the coffin lid again, took out some money from inside, and purchased lighting and surveillance equipment. He installed them in every corner. Back inside the house, Jack noticed among the clutter what seemed to be a hidden door. At that moment, he remembered the keys on the body, and to his surprise, they actually opened the door to the secret room. Jack went down to investigate, and saw a shocking scene. There were several human-shaped packages on the ground. Jack was so scared he fell to the ground. All the packages contained corpses. He was about to call the police, but he didn't want them to find out about the 3 million. He decided to keep it a secret. However, while he was asleep, a figure flashed by on the surveillance camera. Jack was awakened by the alarm. He quickly turned on the lights outside. He went to the surveillance room to look for clues, but suddenly there was a flash of lightning in the sky, and the room plunged into darkness. Just as the power came back on, Jack saw the corpse standing outside the door, trying to open it. As Jack panicked, the corpse walked down the stairs. Jack grabbed a baseball bat and chased after it. He went straight to the coffin and pulled open the lid. Jack believed the corpse was a person in disguise. However, no matter